Hi guys, welcome to a day in my life as a mom and as a student. I'm a mom of two now and I'm still going to school. So on this morning, I woke up thinking about my life. I usually actually wake up around 6 a.m. and this is when I was still going to the university before I started my practicum. You guys know that I'm a teacher, so I wake up 6 a.m. and then the first thing I go to do is to pump. I recently just had a baby. I had a baby 2 weeks prior to resuming back to school. It's my final practicum and I was so pumped to just finish and get it over with. So I usually wake up in the morning around 6 a.m. and then I dread my mornings. I drag my leg and I feel bad, like, why do I have to do this all over again? And then I go and pump. I pump because in mornings I'm already engorged before I wake up. So I have to pump and also to make sure that my baby has something to take. But on this particular day, my classmates, that's my friends in school, I made jollof rice over the weekend. This was a Monday, by the way. I made jollof rice over the weekend and promised to bring them some. So this is just me trying to pack the jollof. I can't make it in the morning, obviously. I wake up by 6 a.m. I don't have enough time to make jollof rice. So I made this jollof the night before, packed it and put them inside the fridge. And then this is me packing the jollof rice to take to school for my friends. I don't know if you noticed, but I already have the pump in and it's already pumping out milk by now. So I'm just doing what I want to do and then I have the pump set up. So that's the beauty of this Mom Cozy pump. Really nice, hands-free, can help you do everything you want to do while you're getting the milk pumped. And at this time, I just wanted to pack up everything that I had for lunch. That's my water bottle. I also have my son's water bottle in there, and then I have fruit because I always have a long day. My schedule is packed. So Mondays and Wednesdays, I have my classes from 8:30 to 12:30, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays, my classes run from 9:30 to 4 o'clock. And I still have to drop my son in daycare. So it's like we're leaving the house before 8 and we're getting back around 5. So yes, the milk is already pumped now and I'm just going to pour it into my son's bottle. That's my baby's bottle, so that he has something to take during the day. I also take this pump to school when I have the long day. That's when I'm closing by 4 o'clock because I'm always engorged in school, and at the same time I'm trying to send a message to my brain that my baby still needs more milk. So I'm pumping in school while I'm also attending my lectures, not necessarily during class time, but I have like an hour long of break time. So I use that break time to pump the milk, and then I store it inside ice pack bag. I have this cooler bag that I take to school, and then I store it in there. Honestly, my life in this past couple of weeks has been crazy. That's why I'm like, I need to manage to show you guys everything I go through. So it's been crazy, but it's rewarding and it's almost over. So we're doing all of this, putting life together, making it work, and trying my best so hard to make sure that my motherhood doesn't suffer, my studies doesn't suffer. So that's me pumping. And really, I get a lot of milk. I don't know how, but I'm so blessed. I'm grateful to God that even in about 10-15 minutes of pumping, at least I get about almost 200 mils. And I have to store them inside this bottle. And at the same time, I have a stash. Guys, I have a stash of milk. I think about right now that I'm recording this voiceover, I have over 100 bags of stashed milk in my freezer, and it's just amazing. I want to try to donate some of them, but the process to donate is not a joke. So I'm not considering going through those processes anytime soon because I have a lot on my own plate too. So let's just store the milk for my baby and we'll see how the remaining part of the day goes. Oh, so before you ask, I'm trying to date the milk, like the day I pumped it, and that's because it's first in, first out. You can store breast milk for as long as 6 months in the freezer, and for as long as I think 4 days in the fridge. And the breast milk can be out like room temperature for as long as 5 hours. So if my baby needs to take a milk bottle, I make sure that it takes it within 5 hours, and then I trash the rest if he doesn't finish it. And if it's in the fridge, he can take it for as long as I think 4 days. If it's in the freezer, he can take it for as long as 6 months. And that 6 months, it needs to be dated. So it's like first in, anyone that goes into the freezer first comes out first. So I can say, oh, the one I pumped in January, it has to take first before the ones I pumped in February. I hope you guys get it. So that's the way I store the milk, and I put them in the freezer. I'll show you what my stash looks like in a bit. So I usually have like 2 sessions of pumping. I pump the first time to get the first milk out, and then I pour every single place. And then the next session I pump, I put them in the bottle, in the bag, and all of that. At this point, my husband was already awake. So my husband helps to take care of my baby while I'm not around. For the meantime, while I'm still doing school, he gets to stay home to do everything he can do, and also to take care of the baby. So somebody is home with the baby. I'm sure somebody will be asking, so who is taking care of the baby? I'm going to school and doing what I need to do. My husband helps at home while he's doing all the things he also needs to do. So he stays home and he does everything. And everybody pitches in. We do what we can. Baby's fine. I'm fine. I'm going to school. I'm almost done, guys. Almost done. So we're doing this thing together, and we're getting a hang of it. Before you ask, why are the moms not here yet? Guys, they're busy, and they will come when they can come. So we'll get to that later. So basically, this is all I have except for the day we take, and when he needs more milk, frozen milk. And then good morning, female. Sorry, do you want to drink milk? This one. You just sleep with it. How was your night? Oh, you're going back now. Don't you want to go to school? You want to go to school? Yeah, hug me. Yeah, go to daddy. Go have your bath. You eat pancake. Yeah, go. Eh? You eat pancake first, then you drink tea. You eat pancake first. Yeah, go. Okay. So I just pour the rest of the milk, make sure that everything is set, and then I wash my pump. That's one thing I don't know if I should say I dread in this pumping season, is that every single time you pump, you have to wash the pump. And I wash everything because I can't keep it down and say, oh, I'll use it later. And also sometimes I have to take it to school. So it's stressful. So this is one of the stash of milk that I have. I have some in our freezer. This is just the refrigerator. Every other one is in the freezer, and then I stash it this way. Put it in the Ziploc bags because I have every other thing in my freezer also. So to not get it contaminated, I bag them in the Ziploc bag after putting them in the storage milk bag or the milk storage bag, whichever one. So I just bag them in the Ziploc so it doesn't interfere with our food or our food interferes with it. And I put them back in the freezer, and that's how it is, sha. And then I wash my pump. Oh my god, guys, you see washing this pump? Oh, that's how it is, sha. I wash my pump. I put the milk in the fridge. So I put one in the fridge because it will soon be up and it needs to drink one. So I keep one for him to drink as soon as he wakes up. Remember I said it can stay as long as 4 to 5 hours room temperature. So I just keep one down. When he wakes up, he gets to drink down, because by the time he wakes up, I'm already out of the house. So I really don't get to see my son, my baby, often, except when I come back from school. That's when we actually have time. When I come back from school, I have to make sure I hold him, play with him, then get to my assignment. Honestly, this is like the hardest phase of my life. You see, this pregnancy to giving birth to no help to all of these things. It's one of the hardest phases of my life. And shout out to mothers that are doing this career. You're doing motherhood. You're doing everything together, because it's not easy. One thing I know is that by the time everything is soft, guys, by the time I'm enjoying my life and my destiny, let nobody say that they did not see me suffering, because I suffered this sufferness. But that's not the whole thing. The point is that it's actually rewarding. Now that I'm almost done, I feel like if I had not gone through this whole phase, I don't think I would have done it anytime soon, because it's never going to get easier. So the earlier you get to do what you want to do, the better. This is not me preaching to anyone. It's just to say that I'm seeing the rewards right now, and I am grateful to God that I actually went back to school to get this degree. You guys, the whole gist is coming. Let's make tea for my son that wants tea and give him his pancake, so that we can get to having our bath, jetting out of the house, and get my day started. Oh, reminder, at this point, I still not stop drinking my cold water. Guys, I still drink cold water as if I was pregnant, and this was just like weeks after I gave birth. So all my hormones, everything in my body had not calmed down. So if you're a new mom like me and you feel like, oh, all the pregnancy things did not leave your body right immediately, it also happened to me. I think it took me like about 3 weeks for all of my body to ease off, and then I stopped taking the really cold water. My body calmed down and went back to normal. But I made pancakes for my son. We already have ready-made pancakes. All I just did is to microwave it. If you're looking for ready-made pancakes, you find them in Walmart, in Superstore. All you just need to do is toss it in the microwave in the morning, and I put it in maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute, and then it warm, and you get to eat it in the morning. And he eats it, we make tea, and then I go to have my bath.
You could lie, but lying only buys you so much time. You could hurt, but hurting's never gonna make it fine. You could shake, but try and shake it off all you can. You might fake, it's never gonna make you understand. I don't care what you do, but here's a tip from me to you. Look your failures in the eye, only way to say goodbye. Once you lift them from your heart, you could have a brand new start, it's true. This is real, as much as anything you'll ever feel. Not that safe, without those pretty secrets you conceal. Could be hell, you're shutting someone up that knows you well. Tear you apart, pull you from the end back to the start.
Okay, so guys, by this time I dropped my son off at daycare and then I was heading to my own school. Honestly, my mornings are very, very eventful. I would have done so much even before I start my first class, but it's all worth it in the end. I just wanted to bring you guys up to speed about what my life has been as a mom of two. More videos as a mom of two coming up, really, because it's been back and forth of so many things. But I'm grateful that I'm experiencing everything right now. I'm thankful that God has granted me strength and a supportive husband. Grateful that you're here to watch this and I got to my school. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, guys, please drop them in the comment section. This is where I take my classes, and then I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.